me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Let's go. Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Happy New Comic Book Day, everyone. How are you doing today on this Wednesday day, night, wherever in the world you're at? I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful New Comic Book Day. I know I did. I recently just went and get my books. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy. Always happy when you go get your books. It's like I always say, it's like Christmas Day every week, all over again. Wednesday, best day of the week, and I love it. But enough about me. Today is about, of course, me and my buddy, and I'm just gonna bring him in, then talk about everything. Our guy, the man with the master plan, Mr. the Spectacular Sam from Sam Sang Web.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
What's going on, man?
How we all doing? What's up?
I'm doing great, especially now I'm here talking with you. I'm always look forward to this conversation every Wednesday because I know once I get my book, it's time to talk to my man Sam, talk some Marvel, talk some Spider-Man today. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's how we do things around here. Yeah.
Heck yeah. I always enjoy this time of the. I said it before, but it's always awesome. Talking with especially chatting the community. It's always awesome. They always chime in and all that. I wonder if they're gonna appear today because it's an expensive Spider-Man. They're doing that again. They're doing that. Come on. You know what I mean? So how was your day? Were you able to get your books?
I got a little bit of a complaint with my guy at the comic shop. Got a little bit of a complaint. I didn't get the latest Amazing Spider-Man. What's up? What's up?
Oh boy, what happened? He was shorted, or is it a spec book? Or
I was like, it's not on the there's none on the shelf. What's up with that? It ain't in my box. It's not in my box. Is it? Whoa, what happened? What
did the guy say?
I was like, what? So he's gonna put it in my box, and I'll go back and get it. So I don't know.
You gotta tell him I'm gonna live. Let's smack it down on you if you don't have my ASM in my box. You know what I mean?
And then but then I also told him, put that Moon Knight up on there. Put that Moon Knight. Get that Moon Knight up.
You have the Hulk.
Yes.
You got some Fantastic Four, some Moon Knight, and you better have my Spidey, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's war.
It will be. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That if he knows his customers and he knows you're a big Spider-Man fan, he better have that book in there. I'm telling you,
that's number one.
I can tolerate a lot of things, but I've had problems in the past. There are two characters that better be in my box, and that's Spider-Man and Batman. The two favorites. You know what I'm saying? They better be in there. I can forgive the other ones for a little bit. And now something's killing the children. That better be in there too. Now that's my favorite ending.
True.
So there you go. So you
I
better
got
have that in there.
I
now
got
it's
that.
war.
Yeah.
You got rain on them. You know what I mean? But
come on now.
Yeah, I mean the Hulk will come out of you. You know,
I'm gonna Hulk up.
Hulk. Yeah, man. So I got my books too, but I did get my ASM. So my guy kept me happy. You know what I'm saying? I got my Something's Killing the Children. My guy kept me really happy. And whatever Batman titles out there, it seems like there's like a gazillion Batman titles. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. So let's go to the chats real quick because
Yeah,
I blabbed on for like a million years.
yeah, go ahead.
TM Nerdy, my other co-host, Station, my man, Station. Hope everything is good. And another co-host, Fargate, second. Yeah, TM got you there for a little bit, but
There
it's
you
all
go. There
good.
you
You know, John Thomas, Station, my man. Is
go.
he
Hey,
real? Is he an AI? Who knows? We all wonder. Is he an AI? We gotta find out soon.
yeah, yeah.
um, so this Ben guy, he's back. You know what I mean? I don't know. Um, he want stationary one. Can I have a request, Big Herm and Sam? Can you
Ha!
put full design of the shirts? he never fails. He never fails. What
I
you
got
got?
my
You got
Marvel.
Marvel. You got your
I got
Marvel. You
Marvel.
got your Marvel.
Yeah,
And then I got. I really don't have to stand. This is all I got from the shirt right
that's
here.
cool. That's
Right,
cool.
he's chilling there, and it says, "When you just saved the day." This is what happened with Spidey. When he saved the day, that's how he's feeling. He's just chilling,
That's
chilling,
all you gotta. That's all you
like a
gotta know. Right there.
villain. So there you go. There you go, Ben. You know what I mean? I'm not. I got my little Spidey hat. You know what I mean? I had to bring out my fitted Spidey hat. T-Bone Bone. What's going on? T-Bone Bone. What's going
This
on,
is
my
my
man Tom?
T-Bone. Tom, how you doing?
T-Bone Bone. Nice hat. Thank you. Thank you. I was just talking about it. Maria. Hey, babe. Station. Station saying hi to everybody. Flash by night station, man. Station. Thanks for coming on. Who else? Who else is up in here? Who else? My stream just jumped. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like it when that happens. It always like I'm trying to read everybody's stuff and it just jumps.
Well,
Eric
well, that
Eric
means
Stewart Station Stray Dogs. Yes, that's in my box too. They better have my
straight up.
Stray Dog too. I love that read. If you haven't read it, if you ever get a chance, if you see a trade or something, pick it up. It is an awesome read.
Is that
Awesome
is that
read.
is that image? What is that?
It's Image, yeah, Image.
Okay.
Image. Hi, mom. Look who's here. John Commons Quid. Station, my man.
Oh, it was
Station.
his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I know I said
Well,
it in one of the chats somewhere, but I'll say it again. Happy birthday, John. I hope you got every present
yeah,
you've ever wanted and more. You deserve it. Put out some great content
yeah,
and a great father and a great
yes,
teacher. For I already
awesome.
can tell he's a great teacher. So
Yeah,
awesome, man. Awesome. Who else? Who else? Who else? Did I say hi to Eric Stewart? Station.
yeah,
Station. You know what I mean? Oh, Phable. Music to the PCP Army Bad Batch. The man. Great show earlier. Great
yeah.
show. Blame Phable show was earlier that started off the Whiplash Wednesday. I'll get to that in a second. Get to that. Shirt guy is a robot. Oh man, another AI?
Well,
Fergie said the shirt guy is a robot. He appears everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, Maria says hi, mom. You know, everybody's saying hi together. Say, nah, man, it's true, man. It's true. Thank you. Thank you. He puts up some great content, too. Can't wait for his
definitely.
Thursday show when they do the tag team Thursday kind of thing where,
Oh
where,
yeah,
where, where Roderick can start, then him, you got Brandon up in there, Dan, and then
the
Justin
whole you got a
closes them
whole
out.
plan.
The old wolf. I can't forget the old wolf. Guys, don't get mad at me. Old wolf might be my favorite of that night. That guy's a trip, but I love all your shows. Don't get mad at me. Old wolf is the man, man. He's a trip, man. I love that guy. Um, yeah. So before we get to our show, real quick, I'm not gonna. I'll plug more stuff later. Just wanted to plug a few stuff, not a lot, a lot. Yesterday I did my mystery mail call. You know what I mean? I had a lot of fun. I went 20 minutes. Usually, it's a 10-minute video back in the day, 7-10 minutes. But I go live, talk to everybody. I always have fun. Check that out on the rewind. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Whiplash Wednesdays. Like I said, chatting with the community. Oh no, wait. Blame Fable came on first. You know what I'm saying? And chatting with the community. Um, of course, TM was on the Blame Fable show. You know what I mean? Then
Yeah.
chatting with the community where he had my man Manuel.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, awesome show, guys. Awesome. I saw
Yeah.
most of it because I was on my way to the to my LCS, and
Yeah.
so I gotta go back and see some of the middle stuff that they said. But yeah. They had a fantastic show, and of course Nick, you know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know if his haul dropped. I was getting ready for the show, but he usually have a haul that drops and all that. And he also had a video yesterday previewing some of the comics that are coming out from his
Yeah.
shop. Awesome video. That was amazing. And of course we got us. You know what I mean? We're part of Whiplash Wednesdays. You know, we're talking Spider-Man today. Me and Sam from Sam's Tangle Web. And later on, Chamorro Cinema show closes out the night for us here in the Bad Batch world.
Oh,
You
look
know
at
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We have this is the creators week. You know what I mean? A lot of creators. You
Okay.
know what I mean? We got also have some YouTube like Dan Comics and all that. Of course, hosted by TM. He's just everywhere. He's all over the Bad Batch day. You know what I mean? Tomorrow they always put a fantastic show, and yours truly will be there. I'll be there in the show. So double duty for me tonight. Double duty,
That
back
guy
to
always
back lives. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't been there in a while, so I was like, nah, I have to join in. Those guys have an amazing show, so I can't wait to join them tonight. And of course, uh, real quick, I'll plug the rest of my stuff later. But of course, tomorrow my new comic book day haul will be tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. Because I'm doing this show today, I'll do my haul tomorrow, and then I have more shows after the Sunday show and all that. I'm gonna plug that a little bit later because I want to finally get to the Spider-Man stuff. 12 minutes in, they're like, "Let's get to the next." No, I don't think they're really saying that, but
Get to
you
it,
know.
Herm, Sam, do it now.
And there's also an announcement later for next week's show, but we'll tease that a little bit later. You know what I mean? Which is gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of fun for next week's show. So I hope you guys are still here for that. And before we get started, I'd like to say hi to my aunt. Love you too, from Florida. Hope everybody over there is good. Hope
Awesome.
everybody's healthy. I love you. My heart's always with you guys. I should be connecting with them all the time. Sometimes I don't. Bad on my part. Try my best more in the future to
Yeah.
contact them a lot more because I love them. They're my family. I love them so much. You always gotta call your family and all that. Make sure they're okay.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
but I do always check on them through social media, and my
Yeah.
mom always tells me about them. So I'm always have them on my mind. Love you, Maria. Hi, Titi. Yeah. So enough with all the talking because we're here for one thing and one thing only to talk the Amazing Spider-Man with my man Sam Tangle Web, fam from Sam Tangle Web.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're covering issues 50 through 59. We're getting closer because as we talked about on your show and I talked about my show Sunday, the Nick
Yeah.
Spencer run. Might as well talk about it. The Nick Spencer runs. I said 75 is actually ending at 74. So there's
70.
six.
Yeah.
According today, there's 6 issues
Yeah.
left of
Yes.
the next Spencer run, which a lot of people probably party wee, with the little and all that. You know what I mean? Confetti everywhere.
I want to say that 75. There's going to be something special about 75. Something very special, and I can't wait to figure it out.
Yeah. I don't think they announced really officially, or maybe they will. Maybe Sam's got something that I don't even know. You know what I mean? I mean, if you want to talk about it now, we can talk about it before we get to the issues, or you want to wait till after the issues.
You know what? I will wait.
Yeah, keep them in suspense. I love that. My man Sam knows what he's doing. And of course,
Yeah.
guys, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the channel. Ding that bell for notification for future videos, for future content, for me and my man Sam. Oh, that way. Sam. Awesome. All the descriptions are down below, in the box down below of all the Bad Batch member. My other co-host Fargate 01, all that, all down there. We have a show too, a monthly show, which I'll talk about later. Um, and yeah, so we'll get that news later. But Nick Spencer is ending his run at 74, so we're catching up to the Nick Spencer run. By the time that ends, we'll be all caught up, and we're able to maybe every time a Spider-Man issue comes out, we'll maybe review it on our show. You know what I mean? Maybe, or we wait into their collection and review it like that. Whichever we decide to do. But
whichever.
I'm excited to finally catch up to the current stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're talking Amazing Spider-Man. We left off at the big number 50. You know what I mean? Which is like we didn't know we go up to just 74 for Nick Spencer, but now we know. And knowing this after battle, this was a this was a $5.99 issue at the time. I'm talking a lot already. Look, I gotta take a sip. This is the last remaining part 1. Nick Spencer, of course, my man, my favorite Spider-Man artist, and I don't think he's on the book anymore. My man Sam's gonna show what it looks like. So I can't find my comics right now, my Spider comics, but right there. Number 50, nice book, and it's a nice big book, and I enjoyed this book at the time.
I did.
And and on the reread, I enjoy it. Surprisingly, there's a good Nick Spencer book, right? But I enjoyed this book, and Patrick Gleason, I hope he gets he's part of the new team, because he is my favorite Spider-Man artist right now. Like he kills it. And in this book, as you see, he draws Kendrick very well, and a lot of he's very kind of graphic and all. This is a horror book right now. You know what I mean? At least this arc.
It does get very graphic as we go along too.
Very horrifying. It's a horror book right now. It's like like what you would get the Immortal Hulk in the beginning of his run and all that, the Al Ewing run. A lot of horrifying stuff. It's a horror book. It is creepy. They show Kendrick being extremely creepy and all that. And then in this issue, it's like he's rising.
You mean like that right there?
Oh, he's gonna show it. Why not? Why not? Boom.
Right there.
Right there. Woo.
Creepy.
That is a fantastic art right there. Woo. Woo. Love me some Patrick Gleason, man. That guy's my favorite. He is my favorite. For Spider-Man. And he's off the book right now. But like I said, I hope he comes back on the book. Of course, he's in the graveyard, and he's digging out. He's digging out somebody, and behold, he digs out George Stacy's body, I guess, because
his skeleton body. Yeah.
You see a tombstone saying George Stacy, rest in peace. So here we go. He's with the gains again. You know what I mean? And yeah. So a lot of this it's Spider-Man. You know, he I think before he finds out that there is a Kendrick. I think the issue before and all that, and then before we find out who Kendrick is, which is his father's the one that ends up revealing it, Norman Osborn. I mean, Harry Osborn, I'm sorry. Norman reveals it, which I thought it should have been like, they should have just, we'll get to in this issue. This particular issue should have been how they reveal who he is instead of revealing it like that. They should have like kept the word like that, and then like in this issue, him take the mask. We'll see. We'll keep going. But in this one, you see a lot of you have the guy with the gun. Help me out here.
Sin Eater.
Sin Eater comes with the gun where Norman Osborn, who was dropped by Spider-Man in the issue before, he's in the water and all that, and he's pleading for his life. He's looking like, oh, don't trust Kendrick. You know what I mean? He's trying to convince him, Norman Osborn, to because he thinks he's gonna shoot him right there. He thinks his life is done right there. You know what I mean? He doesn't know that that's not the case. So he's pleading. He's trying to be smart, like, hey, we'll get together, kind of thing. And it's just like he doesn't realize like this Kendrick guy is a lot more powerful than he is, at least right now. You know what I mean? There's no way. And then like after he tries to plead and everything, boom, he shows him the mask and all that, and then like boom, the Sin Eater shoots him with that gun. the sin eater, the sin eating gun, and boom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you see Norman like this in his uniform
No.
with his mask
Eh,
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much what happened here is, he took his sins, all his badness, his sins out and all that.
Yeah.
And while we're gonna get a much nicer Norman Osborn in the future,
Maybe for a little while. Yeah.
what do you think about that? What do you think about like nice Norman Osborn? I never heard of that.
I don't. That's like something that I'm not. It doesn't compute. It's just not something that is normal. It's because he's always so evil. So yeah.
Yeah. Fargate says still an explanation on how it's Harry. We're getting there. We're getting there, Fargate. We're getting there. Uh,
So,
Sheena, station, Sheena. I'll get to the chats a little bit later. Tomorrow going this and all that. But yeah. So keeping on. That happens, and then of course Spidey. Um,
Spidey is he was swinging and he collapses somewhere, but then he walks up to some steps and he's talking about he needs some help with something, and he's at the door of Doctor Strange.
I don't know. Doctor Strange, like Patrick Gleason drew him kind of like mysterious and like kind of way.
Very stern.
He's like, "Hey Doc, how's it going?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Going." So like he's like a little bit messed up and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like, so he visits Doctor Strange, and we don't have to go to every single detail of everything of every page, but of course after that you have the Sin Eater and all that, and he starts discussing the stuff with Kendrick. He did his part. He got all the sins of everybody, but the Kendrick does not want anything more to do with him. He's like, listen, I did everything you wanted me to do. Why aren't you helping me? And he doesn't care. All you see is a whole part right here of all the sins that he took just now, the Juggernaut and all that, the Goblin, all these bad sins, and now they're hunting him and all that. And he's like, no, why? I helped you. And then boom, that disappears right there. I don't know. You think he's dead?
Well, I don't know. He's like, you have outlived your purpose. Be gone, or whatever. You know.
So so they show I guess in some flashback of the Spider-Geddon team and all that, the whole Point LR issues, which we're not gonna cover here. It goes after this, but we'll discuss more about where that lies in between a little bit. But it shows the whole Spider-Verse team with Miles and Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, the other Spider-Girl, Cindy Moon, all those, Miles Morales, and it shows like looks like the sin, all the sins are coming after them, and the Kendrick demanding this. So like, it's almost like they're ready to possess them or something like that. You know what I mean? It's really weird. So going back to Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange goes over to Spidey, and Spidey's telling him, you need to help me. Yeah, because he needs more powers. He needs something. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Doctor Strange right here, and he's always asking, okay, I'll help you. And there's something like he's after, and what's he after?
He's after something to help him.
I forgot the name of it. It's if
I can remember what it was.
It's something that was used in the JMS run and all that.
It was a gauntlet. Boy. It was like a glove with some kind of powers. That's not helping.
That's not helping, man. Anyway, we'll figure out in a minute. But that thing he's after, it's not a totem, but he's after
No.
something to help him with the astral plane. You know, because
Yeah.
everything with Doctor Strange deals with the astral plane and all that. He's trying to get a higher power with this thing. So of course, you see Kendrick getting ready for some kind of a creepy ass dinner and all that, and you know, and then all of a sudden you see a statue of looking like not a statue, a skeleton of George Stacy and Gwen Stacy on the table. He puts a table in there, and they were supposed to have some kind of dinner. You know what I mean?
Ah, I
Yeah,
figured it out.
you figured it out. What was it?
It's called the Hand of Ashanti.
The Hand of Ashanti. See, there you go. We knew it was a hand of something. Just forgot the name of it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what Spider-Man's after. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To help, because he needs help. You know what I mean? So Doctor Who's better to stop Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
But something happens later that we'll talk about with that. The Hand of
Yeah.
Ashanti. Just remember that name. I might forget it again. But
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah. So pretty much it just shows Norman Osborn after he gets shot and everything, and what's your name? I don't know if that's Charlie Cooper or whoever that was helping him, and he's pretty much starts all the bad things that he did starts
Yes.
creeping on his soul. He's like upset and all that, and he's like, it's all my fault. Kendrick is my fault. He is my son. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so
So
yes, but you know what?
figure
I
that.
think this was the comic where he says he is my son. I thought it was this one was the other one, but I jumped the gun a little bit. But
See, there you go.
in
Because
this one, go ahead.
well, no, I was just gonna say this is where you're like, oh, this is Harry Osborn.
Finally. So the last one was the whole battle and all that, the end of
Yeah.
Ryan Otley's run. This one's the one where we find out. I know this was a big one, where we find out that Norman Harry Osborn is um Kendrick and all that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're all like, oh. Some people weren't surprised. Some people were saying, you know, that this was it. Some people didn't know, but they guessed it, but they weren't sure. A lot of people were always like, oh, I don't know. You know, maybe it's Norman or maybe it's Harry, because Nick Spencer kept throwing you trying to throw you off the scent a little bit. You know what I mean? And other ideas, and could it be George Stacy? Could it be Gwen? Could it be, you know? He
It's
just kept
like
going.
Nick Spencer, throw me a bone.
Throw me a bone, Nick. You know what I mean? I think he enjoys like trying to like uh
Dangle stuff. And,
dangle stuff and get people, you know, to guess other things. But I think like as we go reading, he waited 50 issues to reveal Kendrick, which I think people complain about that. I wonder if the social media and all this was around the Hobgoblin saga. Remember the whole thing in the 80s? I heard it was like 3.5 years of mystery of who the Hobgoblin is
it
before it
was.
was finally revealed. So it's kind of the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if people were pissed off about that at the time or not. What do you sense at that time when that was happening? Were people mad or were people okay with it? I mean, around you.
I, I was like, just, like, I think when that came out, I was like 10 or 11 years old. Um, but it was crazy because you're like, well, I don't know who's this guy. This could be anybody, right? So
Yeah. I mean, I was a kid, so I wasn't really reading them at the time, but I know there was a lot. I remember hearing a lot about it. You know what I mean? I remember
yeah,
people like hearing that, you know, it took a long time and all that, and it was like, is it Ned Leeds or that Kingsley guy or stuff like
yeah,
that? But it lasted 3.5 years, and then like this right here like reminds you of a little bit because it's been like what 2.5 years. So
yeah.
what, 2 years or 2.5, 3 years, whatever it was.
It's
But
it's getting yeah,
it's getting there. So
Yeah.
Pandemic didn't help. It stretches another 3 or 4 months, but
Yeah.
so yeah, so that was a pretty big issue. I don't know. We're gonna take longer with these other issues, but I thought I'd bring that up. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this has happened before. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
people, you know, realize that like this happens. Like they always like this thing where they give you an idea and they take a while for it to get married and all that. But
Yes.
these days, people don't have the patience that they used to have. So you
Yes.
got to tell the
Yeah.
story a little different these days, But
Come on. Yeah.
issue. So now we're going to issue number 51 of the Last Remains. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to pull that up real quick, um,
Sure.
there's some more
Like,
Patrick Gleason goodness. I guess he took a break and they let him draw a couple of issues back to back.
there you go.
This cover is not Patrick Gleason. It's
Yeah,
Delgado cover.
but come
You know
on,
what I
you
mean?
gotta love that cover. Woo.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Delgado did a great job. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, yeah, whoo, that is nice, nice
Yeah.
cover, nice issue to own. I have that one
Yeah.
somewhere in one of my boxes. So, yeah. So supposedly this issue starts where actually the LR issue left off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when you
Kind of
actually
like
have, go ahead.
it's kind of like a flashback, kind of showing. Uh, well, in the last issue they showed something was going on where the, as they like to call them, the order or whatever of the
Yeah,
spider people,
yeah, they're the
they
order.
got possessed, and this kind of is showing. Oh no, they're gonna run all crazy all over New York, just destroying everything. So
So the LR issue that came out before this explains a lot of that. So you
yeah.
actually do have to get those to know what's going on in the beginning of this issue, which got a few people mad.
Oh yeah,
Because
I can
why
understand.
quoted an LR issue, it just should have just kept going with the number there. But I
Yeah,
guess they're trying to save the number. I don't know. I don't know what Marvel was doing with those LR issues, but some of those you did have to read to
yeah,
to 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 start with. They want one of those tie-ins where it's what happens outside of everything, and you really don't have to read it. That
yeah,
parts of that issue you did have to read, but we didn't cover those. We're covering the main issue. So yeah, so you got like a lot with these things possessed and all that, and it shows like
yeah.
Spidey um going to Doctor Strange and talking about this
Hand of Ashanti.
Hand of Ashanti, and
Yeah,
he's trying to convince him that we need to use and all that, and why it has to be me. I'm the one that do it. I'm responsible. So Peter Parker always always responsible. So Doctor Strange agrees with it, and then
yeah,
boom, gives it to him and all that, and then like for whatever reason it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? And there's a reason why it doesn't work. We're all thinking it doesn't work because like he asks him, "What did you do?" There's a reason why it didn't work,
yeah.
and he has to investigate now why it doesn't work, and it's because the deal he made. He goes, uh, uh,
With
uh,
Mephisto.
with Mephisto. What's the name of that? Not Brand New Day,
Um,
the other one.
uh, One More Day.
One More Day. That whole thing keep issue what 145. I mean 5 Amazing
Five.
Spider-Man
Yeah,
545. Yeah.
yeah,
So a
yeah,
lot of these issues are going back to that issue a lot. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh, so yeah. So it goes back to that and all that, and it's just like this whole thing has a lot to do with that deal. This Harry Osborn, which a lot of people were saying was that, like we were saying before, this Harry Osborn might be not the Harry Osborn that we saw come back after that, because he was dead before
it
this
might
deal. All
be.
of a sudden he appeared. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? He might be the dead Harry Osborn bringing back. You know what I mean?
yeah.
What do you think? You think there's merit to
I
that or something like that?
I think it's totally. I think it's totally correct. I mean, how can it not be? Because he's just, I don't know. He just seems very. He wants to make sure that Spider-Man, Peter Parker, feels all the guilt or something, and he wants to eventually kill him. So, yeah.
So keeping on with the story, it don't work. Doctor Strange now is gonna investigate. He kicks Spider-Man out, and while he distracted him, it shows a flashback. He called out a little buddy of his, and you see the black cat. He knocked on the black cat's door before he went here, so she can steal the hand of Ashanti. You know what I mean? So of course he
with her burglaring ways,
and he and he's like, "Did you get it?" She's like, "Of course I got it. I've been in there before." Because in her Black Cat series, she went in there before to steal something.
Yes, she did.
So I don't remember exactly what it was. I remember what she stole. I don't remember, but so she's like, piece of cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he steals it. He tries to use it, go into this astral plane world and all that, and then he ends up in another like weird. I don't even know. I don't know if it was confusing. This issue was a little confusing. I don't know if it was a dream. No, that's part of the astral plane. What is it?
No, I don't know. No, I think I'm just kind of guessing here. I think it's some kind of crazy astral dimension part of something in your mind that takes shape. I'm just making stuff up. I'm sorry. No. I don't know.
Station, Jasmine, who is considered my little sister, her son.
Right.
Hi, DJ. How you doing, bro? It's like my nephew. So, hello, man. Thanks for joining us. Marvin, Station. But I don't know. So we're gonna keep on with the story because it's kind of confusing. You know what I mean? He meets MJ in this world, and he's trying to get to her. He can't. And then Kendrick with his tentacles and all that nasty looking things, because Kendrick is made out of bugs and dirt and all. It's just
he's got these centipede things and
yeah. I love Patrick Gleason's art too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then of course he wakes up in the cemetery behind a big tombstone.
or as you might say in the superhero world, a Tuesday. Because as you do as a superhero, you know, oh, I'm crawling out of a grave. Well, it must be Tuesday. So
it must be. So so he wakes up, he starts crawling into this room, and in this room, the creepiest dinner of all dinners. I don't know if you want to show the
I could show. Let me try and do this.
So apparently he dug every grave. Solo. He dug every grave of I guess everybody involved of dying while Peter Parker under his wing. And of course we all know he's gonna blame Peter Parker in a future issue. You don't even have to read the next one. You already know he's gonna blame them for all that does. We got Gwen Stacy, we got George Stacy,
you got Jean DeWolf,
Flash Gordon. I mean Flash
or
Gordon.
No,
that's another character.
Flash Thompson.
Flash Thompson.
Flash Gordon. That's a whole
Flash
different.
Gordon. That's a whole different thing. Sorry, Rogue Trader. That's his guy. And who else? Probably everybody involved. Probably Jonah's dad.
Everybody who's dead.
But
yeah, all the dead
in Spider-Man. But
yeah. What?
So closing off this issue. This issue was still a good issue. It was a little confusing, but I still enjoy it. You know what I mean? And so far, this run has these two issues. It's doing really good. It's doing really
Yeah.
good. Will it stay that way? We'll find out.
Yeah.
But will it stay that way? But of course, now we go on to the next issue. If you want to show that, great,
There you go.
great. Patrick Gleason art. You know what I mean? Edgar Delgado, both of them
Yeah.
tag teaming on this.
Good
What a
stuff right there.
fantastic cover! My goodness, Patrick's the man.
Look at that. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, the more I see this, the more I'm gonna cry later because he's not doing any more
Yeah.
issues right now.
Oh,
You know
come
what I
on.
mean?
It'll be okay.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But so this issue, like, it shows more of Spider-Man and Kendrick messing with him in the dinner and all that, and he's like, "What the hell is going on here?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He sees all this gotcha, and he's like, "Why you dig all this, you monster?" Oh, I forgot to mention also, Uncle Ben is one of them, and he ends up seeing them in there. How do
Yeah.
I forget Uncle Ben? He dug up
Well,
Uncle Ben's grave. How could you? You know what I mean?
well, he's a dead guy. Come on in for the dead dinner. Okay.
And this is like, Kendrick right here is just like messing with his heart, messing with all that. He wants to embarrass him. He wants to, because supposedly this is Harry Osborn. This is the one. There's a lot of anger towards this guy right now, and
Mm-hmm.
it kind of. I will talk about it now. It makes no sense because when in Amazing Spider-Man 200, I think is when Harry Osborn died and all that.
Yeah.
They kind of like had that nice conversation where he was, you know, mad at Peter, but he ended up bringing Mary Jane to the bridge, you know, the George
Yeah.
Washington
Yeah.
Bridge. It's supposed to be the George Washington Bridge. People
Yeah.
think it's Brooklyn Bridge because they kind of messed up.
Yeah.
That's another story for another day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was gonna like try to relive that when Gwen Stacy in those issues. But of course, Mary Jane talked him out of it. Like you
Yes.
know you can't, you don't want to kill me, kind of stuff and all that.
Yeah.
And all that in that issue. So you see Harry, that Harry and this Harry makes no sense. And I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but we'll talk about it in a minute. What do you think about that whole thing? Did you feel like I feel with Harry Osborn, like a little bit like out of character, or you think it's just the demonic feature that took over
I
and
think
brought the
it's
bad side about him?
very, very demonic, and he's just been really corrupted by Mephisto. So
There goes that name again.
there's that name.
Mephisto
And,
all along.
Yeah, yeah, and a creepy dinner. That's the worst type of dinner. When
Yes.
that's the
So
worst type of dinner you can go to.
Peter gets fed up. He punches him out. You know, and they start a whole brawl. You know what I mean? And
It's a big old.
it's a pretty old brawl. They keep talking trash and all that, all the history and all that. They keep going, and it shows Peter breaking through a glass and all that. Cause he kind of losing himself and all that, and he just keeps and then it goes back to all those demonic Spider-Verse characters.
Yeah.
Spider and all that, and then like he keeps beating him up, and all that. You know what I mean? What do you think about this whole scene? I mean, it's just like.
I'm like, oh, you're just trying to fit a lot into one book, and oh man, it's getting nuts.
It's starting to get like a little too much, a little bit, but they
Yeah.
are fighting and all that. And then you got the Spider-Verse stuff. I don't know if you needed to have that part of the story no more. This should have been just about Kendrick and Parker.
Because if you would have cut the Spider-Verse people out, you probably would have saved an issue or two, at least. I think.
But Marvel's not, the editor's not trying to do that. This is the part where Nick Spencer extends stuff, but they kind of help him do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So so you see all this and all that, and he makes a big deal. Was this the issue? I don't even remember that.
This was the deal where he's like, he's like, stop it. I'll give myself to you. Kill
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then he's like kicks the demons or whatever away from the spider people. And
yeah.
then
So
all right,
all the
everything's great.
yeah.
And then
So
yeah, and
he
then
sells his soul. Here we go
yeah,
again. He sells his soul yet again. Give away
and it's
his soul of himself to save
whew,
all the spider people. And that happens. They all wake up. What happened? And all that. And then towards the end, it shows Kendrick and its tentacles snapping the neck. You want to show that, or
all
too
right,
graphic?
it's kind of graphic, but I'll do. I'll show it.
Oh no, Peter Parker is dead.
Yeah,
Oh boy,
how
boy,
about that?
whoo, snapped.
So
When this was happening, like, of course, you have a lot more issues going. So, like, something like this, people didn't think he was really dead. Uh,
yeah,
something like this, people would go, "Oh my God, Peter Parker!" Like what happened with the Superior Spider-Man time. It didn't
mm-hmm.
happen this time like that. You know what I mean? And why you think that is? Of course, you know, there are more issues on this list. You know what I mean? So it's not the last issue. But what were you thinking when you saw that scene?
I was like, nah, man, this can't be real. There's something's up. This
Sums
is
up.
this is this is a bad. This is a bad joke. You're trying to pull the rug out, and we're gonna find out what that is all about. So, what? You're behind 3 months? Oh
He
no.
said, "I'm reading at Unlimited, so I'm behind 3 months." Yeah, you could go on Unlimited and actually read these issues we're covering.
Yeah.
But yeah, Station Fuchsia made it. Station.
Hey,
Yeah. So now we're gonna cover issue number 53, Legacy 854. If you want to
nice.
show that for us,
Give
please.
give me a sec.
I'll give you a million seconds. No, 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 no.
No,
You're
no,
not
no,
a
no.
million
Don't
seconds.
do that.
But of course, this is not Patrick Gleason anymore. Well, it makes me a little sad. I don't know if he comes back after this.
There you
But
go.
boom, Mark Bagley action right here. You know what I mean?
On the
I
inside.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the inside, I think what this is the Delgado's issue. Delgado on the cover. I'm guessing
I think
it
so.
could be.
Yeah.
It could be. So yeah. So this issue covers, it's rainy, stormy nights. A lot of these artists love using the rain and storms. Like um Bagley loved that. He read any of his stuff. He
Yeah.
they all do like
They
Topic
all
Fun and
do it.
all that. They
From
love
way back in the
it's
day, you used to start it.
it's dark and stormy night kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it shows like Liz Allen sleeping. I think that's Liz Allen.
You
Like
got
it's the blonde hair.
you got little Normie
Little Normie sleeping, and then of course
and
you got Kendrick.
Kimber.
What a creep! You're looking over Normie. You know what I mean?
He's
And
just
all
creeping
that.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how this issue starts, and then Peter Parker wakes up in Aunt May's house, which I don't remember. Does she still have that house? I don't remember. Did they ever get it back? I don't even remember.
I
I should have
don't
remembered that.
remember
But
that. Yeah.
wakes into the house. He asks us, "What are you doing here, Aunt May?" And she's like, "Oh, you're so kidding, Peter. I'll forgive you. You have some of my wheat cakes, kind of thing. Have some of my wheat cakes. Thanks, Aunt May. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
He wakes up and he starts walking. I'm guessing it's the Queensboro Bridge, the walkway to the
But
city.
but
Go ahead.
this starts to look familiar, like we've seen this before.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I'm trying to remember what issue they grabbed this from, but
It was
because
the first. It was either. I think it was the very end of uh, One More Day,
oh yeah, that's
or it
right.
was the
There you
very
go.
beginning of
Yeah,
Brand New Day. So yeah,
yeah. So there you go. The brand one more day, brand new day. New
Yeah,
Days
yeah.
everywhere.
It's all connected. Yeah.
So pretty much, like they were always showing stuff from other eras and all that. But Nick Spencer, a pretty smart guy, he takes in a lot of start. The only thing about this series, if you're not a Spider-Man fan, you or read all of that, it probably and that's probably why a lot of people are confused. There's a lot of references here, a lot that Nick Spencer used. It's good that he does his research and all, but he kind of expecting uh the reader, the current readers, to know what all this is,
Yeah.
and he gives you too much all at once. You know what I mean? And every once in a while they reference something in the bottom, but with everything he's doing, you pretty much need a reference in every freaking panel.
You definitely do. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm like, I have to go back and remember all this. Like I don't remember half this stuff. If I'm a Spider-Man fan, I can imagine a casual fan just reading Spider-Man, or that likes Spider-Man, but don't know about all that. They're confused. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
thankfully, I remembered some. I remembered these scenes. So I could get where he was going, where he was where he showed his flashbacks to old stuff. So
yeah, so he's going in there, and he's walking through the bridge, and then when he goes in the front of this building, he sees a weird doorman, and you see the evil Kendrick eye in there. He
it
goes,
looks
he
like
sees.
it looks
Go
like
ahead.
a Terminator. It looks like a Terminator eye.
You look like the Terminator. I'm ready to destroy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he runs into the Flash, and there's a little party going on, and Norman Osborn's like
Flash
surprise and all that.
Thompson. Yeah.
And in the distance is Mary Jane and Peter Parker. All he wants to do is get to Mary Jane. And there goes again where he's trying to get to her and he can't find her. And
Mm-hmm.
remember, Mary Jane at this time is over in Cali doing her movie and all that. Yeah, she had her own series.
Supposedly, yes.
Supposedly, and all that.
Yeah.
So he hasn't seen her in a while physically.
Mm-hmm.
So it showed more of Kendrick looking over, and then it shows Kendrick looking over after that scene, looking Spider-Man looking flat over a tomb, a casket, a stone old school casket. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then after that, it goes back and forth. It goes back to the party, goes back to Peter Parker going after MJ, and she leaves in the elevator, and then of course Norman Osborn stopping her,
No,
stopping him.
no. Hang on here. I think that's Harry Osborn.
Is that Harry?
I believe that's
Oh
Harry.
crap! You're right. That is Harry. This is the problem I have with this issue. It is Harry Osborn. It looked like Norman Osborn because
A little
Bagley.
bit. Well, yeah, they look alike. They look alike,
They
but he
look
looks
alike.
younger. He's younger, and that's how. Yeah.
And he looks. Yeah, he made him look. Okay, so. Yeah, so wait.
Yeah. What do you mean?
This is Harry Osborn looking older, like his father here.
A
That's
little
how
bit,
I feel. But
yeah.
he's looking like the Norman Osborn of the Ultimate Spider-Man series that Bagley used to draw. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know, like maybe his muscle memory in his brain or something, but he's like drawing like he did Ultimate Spider-Man a little bit here. At least that's how I saw it. You know what I mean?
Oh well, I didn't read. I really didn't read any of those Ultimate Spider-Man, so it didn't come across to me at all like that. So.
Yeah, I read a lot of them. I didn't read them all. I want to read them all one day, but I remember,
Okay.
and that's why I thought that was Norman Osborn. And it's Harry. You're right. It's Harry Osborn. And as you read it, you see that. But for the moment, I forgot. But of course, the whole thing looked like it's a dream because Peter Parker wakes up and he's in this he's in the cemetery and all that, looking like a scene from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the cemetery. In the house, where they keep the little house that they keep the stone casket in there for the rich people. They buy all that. They keep themselves in there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what they call that. I forget the name of that.
Is that like a mosque or something? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Sleepy,
Sleepy.
Station, Damien in the house, Brother Joe in the house.
Joe.
Yeah. Anyway, and then in here they start talking some more, and then Peter's like, who still doesn't know who he is. He's starting to sound like a little somebody, and all that. He starts figuring out, holy
Yeah,
crap,
Peter starts figuring it out. Yeah.
it's Harry Osborn. And then Harry Osborn, which I always thought all his mask, it's a mask.
Yeah,
I thought it was all his face.
yeah,
He
it's
takes
weird.
it out, and boom, there goes a picture again that it's looking like Norman Osborn, but it's
Oh, you mean
really,
like that?
yeah, it's really Harry.
There you
So when
go.
I first
Gotcha.
read it, I was confused. I thought that was Norman. I'm like, what? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they do look alike, but they do draw them different. Like Norman Osborn's drawn head was a little thicker head, and then Harry
Just
had a
a
little
bit.
more slimmer head. Yeah, and then and this guy looks like a younger Norman Osborn. I love Bagley. That's my
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
But
I love him
that's what
too.
it looked like. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody in the chats have read this and feels the same way, but that's how I felt when I read this. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
that's the end of issue 53, which that one was like, what you think? It was still a little interesting,
Still,
but it's starting to
it,
lose you a little bit. You know what I mean?
it's yeah, it's kind of dragging. It's let's get to the point here, people.
I agree. Harry should be scrawny. Yeah, I agree. That's the word I was looking for. Thanks, uh,
Sleepy.
Sleepy. And yeah. So yeah, we're gonna cover issue number 54. So now we're looking a little confused. We don't know
There
and
you
all
go.
that.
54.
There you go, 54. That's some nice. I think that's Bagley right there. Bagley cover right there. If you
You sure that's
in that one,
Bagley? Hmm.
it should be. You don't think so,
I
or you
don't.
think that's
I
Delgado?
don't know about that, but maybe, maybe. No, it's Gleason.
Holy crap! It's Gleason and Edgar. No wonder I like it. Why did I
Yeah,
think that was Bagley? Yeah, it's Gleason and Edgar Delgado
and
teaming up
Delgado.
and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like Gleason probably drew it. Delgado did the rest. so
It's pretty
so
crazy.
yes, pretty crazy. This issue starts with with
Left
Harry
off.
Osborn,
Yeah,
where you left off, and Peter's like, I don't believe it. What happened? Why? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Of course, Harry explaining, oh, you're all big and bad. You think you're saving everyone. You don't realize you're destroying everybody around you. You kill
He's
everybody.
like,
Everybody dead is your fault. You know what I mean?
he's like, he's like, he's like, I don't want anyone to get hurt, and that's why I have to stop you. So,
Station Rod the freak up in the house. Trade paper
no.
dad. Station, my man. Um, Brother Joe. Station. But uh, yeah, I was shocked with the Norman cornrow on Harry. Yeah,
He's always
yeah.
Harry's always
He
had
had
the
it. But
he had it.
but like what I said, he he looked like Norman a little bit there. But
Anyway,
back 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 to the issue. So you have them arguing and all that, and then this is where we get a lot of fight scenes, and
there's a lot of
uh
fighting,
yeah, like Peter's pissed,
and you
like
and you
Harry.
and you're think and you're because I was like, well, this issue might be one and done because Peter Parker doesn't have his mask on. He's going off. He is going all out and just whooping. It seems
You
like he's
know,
whooping.
you know what's funny in the end of the other issue,
Yeah,
we talk about the snap of his neck, but all of a
yeah,
sudden in his other issue they don't really address it that much. He's alive again. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We forgot to mention that.
yeah.
And in this issue we'll see why. We see why. So they're fighting. Harry's saying his why he's mad at him and all that, and Peter's
Yeah,
like, you know, you just always been a silver spoon fed guy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I thought we talked about this. I thought we squashed this because they did in those ASM 200 before he passed away. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
He saw the error of his ways. It's kind of because Harry Osborn, I don't think was ever completely like that. His ad is actually evil.
Yeah.
Harry is just like had a lot of problems and all that. Uh, he was always, and then of course he was interested in Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Peter took her. You know what I mean? At least in his eyes, he was interested in MJ, and they all
Yeah.
kind of dated at one point in the past issues.
Yeah.
Peter married her, so it was just like a lot of jealousy, and then a lot of that led to his drug problems back in those 97 issue 96 97 around that the drug
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
Um, so he's taking all that, and it makes no sense because Harry, um, rehab and all that. He had Liz Allen,
Yeah.
wonderful,
He had a wife. He
gorgeous
got
wife,
married. He had a baby.
kids,
Yeah, kid.
and this
Yeah.
is what's a little confusing because the Harry Osborn that came back after One More
All
Day
that.
had all that. So it's just like this is where I'm like, this is not that same Harry Osborn. I
Yeah.
don't think. So Peter's like I said, battling, starts hitting him, like why would you do that? Why you tormenting everybody in my life? Because again, Harry wants to make sure Peter life is a miserable living, you know what?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's not having it. So they have all this argument. So this issue is mostly them arguing back and forth about that. And then he starts like Peter when he thinks he's winning, no, he gets knocked down. Kendrick starts wailing on him, bah
He
bah bah,
wailing.
and it's almost like he killed him and then killed him again and brought him back to life. Kill him
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
brought him back.
He killed him multiple times, different ways, and just I'm like Mark Bagley. You're killing me because this
Now
is
his
like
art's great. His
it's
art's
great,
great. It's great. I mean,
but
he
I
did a
just don't
great
like
job.
I don't like seeing Spider-Man getting killed. Like, come on.
That's more Nick Spencer right there. You want to bring somebody Nick Spencer that keeps killing.
Come on, Nick.
Mark Bagley just doing a good job in the. So
Ah,
apparently Kendrick had this mystical power. He could revive him. I guess because he killed him with his
yeah,
because he's like a mystical magical type guy, you know,
somehow. Yeah, yeah,
somehow. So I guess because of that, if he kills him, he can bring him back to life. At least that's what I think it is. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I tried T-Bone. I tried. But and in one of this, it shows the memory of him having lunch with Flash, Harry, Gwen, MJ, the good old days and all that. And then it
Yeah.
also shows that scene I was talking about where well at the time Peter was dating Gwen and all that, and
And they're at the coffee bean.
they're at the coffee bean,
Yeah,
and Gwen and MJ was always flirting with Peter, but they never really cared much for Harry. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you get to understand a little bit of why
yeah,
Harry feels like this, but then again, like I told you, he already like was past that with Liz, but I guess whatever. So that's what they
yeah.
show a lot of this flashback while he keeps killing him and all that, and then he starts mentioning the Sin Eater and Norman Osborn, all the things that happened in the past. I mean, a few issues ago in issue 49, and then in the middle of this, it shows uh, all the Spider Verse people coming in. It
They're
shows
coming into the
they're coming
graveyard.
in because they're all in the graveyard and all that. And who do you see? MJ out of nowhere coming in.
Yeah, okay. You see MJ, but the Sin. I look like the Sin Eater's there,
Yeah, the
and
Sin Eater, all of them are all there. They're all there.
everybody.
Sin Eater's there with the gun and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just looks like a trap going on. And then MJ's coming in, and Peter's like, no. And can just like confess.
Confess your sins.
Confess. Wow. And
Yeah,
that's how that issue ends. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
What's up with that? Whoa.
Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, so this issue, I mean,
It's
this
not
issue is
bad.
like not bad. So these issues aren't bad. So I mean, they're pretty well written issues and all that. A lot of back and forth. Um, the next issue might be a little bit where they might lose us a little bit, and we'll discuss why. But of course,
Yeah.
before I get to the next issue, the 54-point LR probably explains how MJ got into the mix, and we'll
Yes.
talk about that a little bit. But if you want, last remaining final part, supposedly final part, number 55, but that
Like that.
awesome Patrick Gleason cover, which
And
I'm missing
and
in somewhere in my room.
I got the first print and the second print and the third print.
Yeah, man, gorgeous prints. Like I should have brought out those two. I found those two, but I didn't find that particular cover. That's
And
a spec
these
book
things,
right there, man.
yeah, these things are specking through the roof. Yeah.
Specking, man, specking. And I know one of these issues are Patrick Gleason's last. I don't know if it's this one, but it's coming up where we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, no, come back, Patrick Gleason. I need you on Spider-Man. So, can you imagine Patrick Gleason and Ryan Stegman on a book? You know, back to back. Like I'm dreaming now because he's been on the book before, but like in the new team where Patrick Gleason, like it's double ship. So
Yeah.
the first one in the mind is Patrick Gleason. The second one is Ryan Stegman. I'm dreaming.
Whoa.
They wouldn't do that. Those are two big artists. They're not gonna put him as big as Spider-Man is. They're gonna put him in one book. But
Yeah.
at least in the beginning, you know what I mean? To relaunch it, to hype him up again with the new writer. I would love that. I'm here dreaming.
But we might be approaching something really good here in a few months. So we'll see.
Hopefully.
No.
But of course, this issue starts all blank, and he says, "I never understood this, Pete." And then this is taking place of the event of the LR issue again. There you go. So actually, you had to read those to read this, which that's why I confused a lot of people. It's like, why didn't you just make those regular Spider-Man issues?
Yeah.
But of course, they're trying to add to the story, but not make it too big. Not make $8 issues every week. I guess I don't know.
I don't think you had to read those, but it helped.
It helped because a lot of these starts with whatever happened over there. You know what I mean?
You might be a little bit having to figure stuff out.
You see the entire Spider Clan sat down on a table around, you know, one of King Arthur's night tables. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with Peter Parker on his chair on his own realm there. You know what I mean? On his throne, some kind of a throne because he's the big spider guy.
Weird. It's like a Skeletor throne.
Yeah. You want to show people that or
With the Skeletor throne? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if people will be able to see that.
They might be able to see a little bit of it. You got Peter Parker there and everybody there.
Yeah. It's like a Skeletor throne. I'll get you, He-Man.
I'll get you, He-Man. It was not the last thing I do.
Whoa. I thought I was talking to Skeletor for a minute. Okay.
So, for whatever reason, Spider-Gwen gets Ghost Spider. Sorry, Ghost Spider here.
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy of Another World gets another throne on the side, and then he keeps showing her to him because the original Gwen Stacy, of course, died. So he's still trying to torment them with the Spider Cruise. So how did that happen? All that, I guess you have to read the LR issue to know how they got there. So for whatever reason, they got there before MJ. I guess MJ, they took a long time to get through that cemetery.
I'm like, how big is this cemetery?
Jeez. All that happened while she was still trying to walk in there. You know, like you think she'll take a cab to come closer. You know.
Is she like walking in very, very slow motion? What's going on?
So yeah, she's come over, and then Peter's like, MJ, no. And Peter's like, dude, come in. Dude, come in. I don't know how we would sound like, dude, come in.
You will come in.
Yeah, and he trying to convince to sit down and have dinner with all these spider people and all that. And she was like, all right. And then Peter's like, no, starts punching him and all that.
Can I show that? Can I
Yeah,
show
yeah, yeah.
that?
Go ahead. Show that.
Show that. I mean,
No,
look at
get off my woman.
that. Look at
Get the hell
yeah,
away from
look at that
her.
punch.
Yo,
What he punched his face.
yeah, man, he
His
punched him
whole
better than Ryo and Ken. You know what I mean? He's like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay," you know what
yeah,
I mean? So he starts punching him, wailing on him, and then like I'm just like, Peter, don't. And then he like takes Kendrick takes Peter's head and starts all the maggots on his face. It's like,
it's like,
oh,
oh my
nasty.
god, that's disgusting. Come on.
And then and MJ is like, stop, I'll have the dinner with you. And Peter's like, what? He's like, if Peter could kill us, Peter, he can kill us right now. So let's just talk to him, whatever. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? And then at the end, at the next page, you see Norman Osborn like, yeah, we're getting ready. She's setting it up, you know. So looking like this whole thing was a setup, which explains
mm-hmm.
it on the LR issues.
Yeah, yeah.
So which is also explains it in the next couple of issues.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so you have them sipping, having dinner, and then Harry Osborn talking crap again of everything bad, of MJ and her flirting and all that. Let him know like that was not cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting jealous, and then Peter starts like, so what? Again with the with the with the silver spoon kind of talk and all that, and he's not having it. You know, Peter's just not having it, and
Yeah.
and MJ's like, no, don't tell him that, and she's like, nah, we're talking right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he starts saying, it's all you a brat, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Silver Spoon. I don't care, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
they start fighting. This is where Harry gets mad, puts his mask down back on, and boom,
Mm-hmm.
he goes after. He uses tentacles and throws like slashes everybody, all the spider people. Well, not really slash, but like hits them. They all go flying, and
Yeah,
then
they don't.
he gets Peter, and as he's ready to kill him, MJ comes in, starts talking to him again like she did in the bridge, and
Yeah.
starts telling him, Harry, you don't have to do this, man. You don't have to do this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You said you'd never
She,
kill me. You know
she,
what I
yeah,
mean?
she's talking to him very softly. She's trying to talk to his better side and try and get him to do the right thing.
Yeah. So she's not. Hold on, I forgot to. She's not. She's just trying to soften him up, and then she's like, just
Yeah.
if you say you wouldn't kill me, but just what will hurt Peter more than you just killing me? Just take me instead. Take me. And then
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know if I would do that. He lets go of Pete and all that, and then he's ready to go get NJ when
Who
Norman
shows up?
Osborn comes in.
Yeah.
Norman Osborn, who shows up,
As
boom,
as Green Goblin.
as
So
Green Goblin, and he's like, yeah, I'll take care of it. And he throws a pumpkin bomb, and
he's like, that's enough for now, boy.
boom, and there goes MJ. You
And
know what I
there's
mean?
yeah, and he's like, whoa, is she dead?
What? Did you think she was dead at the time? There's more issue left in this, but
I I was like, whoa, that does not look good.
does not look good, not at all, not at all.
So
So he's there. Kendra's pissed because I don't think he really was gonna kill her. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
He was just there like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? But I think he was gonna be like, he wasn't gonna kill her. But
yeah,
Norman did it for him and all that. Now he gets mad at his dad and all that. They start going at it. And while they go at it, Peter goes to MJ, and MJ's like, Peter's like, MJ, and she's like, shh, don't worry,
it's gonna be all right.
it's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be okay. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, where did where did Herm go? Herm. Okay. I don't know where Herm went. Oh, there he is.
Well,
Okay.
I must have reached my hour 15-minute limit where my phone kicks me out.
Is this is it So I can expect this to happen every time now.
Pretty
So,
much every time.
okay. Okay. I should
I
set my watch. I should
that
set
was
my
part
watch.
of that. That was part of the ending of the issue. It was like, oh, I'm gone.
There you go. Fade to dark. There you go. Or black.
Yeah. He's like, trust me, and that's how the issue ends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And all that. So she's not dead. Um, I thought they should have kept it like that, because this is supposed to be the end of all of that, and it wasn't. And this is where a
And
lot of
really,
people were pissed. You know what I mean?
really,
This is
instead
a
of
big book.
dragging, if they wouldn't have dragged, if I'm sorry, Nick Spencer, I like you, but if you wouldn't have dragged out the story and you would have cut some of it, you could have had it in half the issues. You could have had half the issues, and it wouldn't have been so dragged on. So.
Wow, I need a break after that. Yeah, like, it's been an hour. What does that mean? That means I'm out. The thing is out. But yeah.
There you go.
So yeah. So yeah. Like we were saying, a lot of people were frustrated with this issue. Not because it was a bad issue. It was well written and all that. But people already, let's go with the story. Let's go with this Kendrick stuff. Like, you finally find out who it was. Peter finally found out who it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, they didn't have no real conclusion. And as you see in this next issue, which is like the last remaining post-mortem. Let me get you up in there. Boom.
Yeah.
Number 56. Number 56 up in here in this issue. And this issue pretty much, I don't know if I'm gonna go too deep in it. It explains some of the stuff you see in the LR issues, but explains like the deal Kingpin and Norman, they're always making kind of deals to get Kendrick, you know what I mean? And they use
you got some great Mark Bagley art.
Some awesome Mark Bagley art. See, his art's fantastic. I love his stuff. It's just his Norman on his Harry Osborn. He looked like Norman. That's the only complaint I got. But in this, it shows a lot of stuff that happened in the past, and it also shows the Spot. So
Spot.
They use the Spot, and they use a device, and Norman and his scientist uses a device. What they use to put a bubble over Manhattan, if you remember, for the Spider Island stuff. So here we go back to the past. So Spider Island, they use a force field.
Yes.
Kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And you hear the echo?
No.
Okay, I'm hearing the echo a little bit. This is the time of the stream where everything gets messed up on my phone.
Oh no.
Oh no. But where was I up to?
You're talking about the big dome and you know.
So
the Spot. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the Spot and all that. And they use the dome from the Spider-Verse and everything, and they use that in the technology to try to trap Kendrick. So while everything was happening, the reason why everybody was there and they were able to get Kendrick is they were planning ahead. And Norman Osborn and MJ, when she came back to New York, they had a meeting in those LR issues. This is why you did have to read those issues to really understand. I did. I think you did too. But the people who didn't are even more confused. And with this device, this is how they trap Kendrick, because he's very powerful, Fiend and all that. They needed this, and the deal Norman made with the Kingpin is that. But Norman, who's now his sins taken away, he wants to help his son. And I think before that, he always wanted to help his son, even when he was evil, because he loves his son. You know?
But he wasn't always the best father, you know.
No, no, he wasn't. So yeah, he wasn't always the best father, and he knows that now. Especially his sins got taken away.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I got from this one.
Yeah. Kindred is all trapped, and we're finding out all these stuff. There's something going on with Mr. Negative and stuff toward the end. So
yeah. So this pretty much everything happens there and all that. Well, Mr. Negative happens an issue later.
Yeah.
But here is it just explaining everything and why everything happened. This issue is pretty much like a recap of a lot of things that happened. Because so much happened, so many issues. So it's pretty much recapping everything with all that, you know, the whole what you call them, the overdrive stuff and all that. Him with the Charlie Cooper and all that. Now they're dating.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you see Martin at the end. You know what I mean? Going over to the feast where
and he's just he's just an ordinary guy. He doesn't have the personality, the Mr. Negative personality. It's just him. So
yeah. So this pretty much that kind of issue. Then at the end, you see Peter Parker go over to through the window and to confront.
And he's like, we need to talk.
We need to talk. We need to talk now, Norman.
Now.
Yeah. That's how that issue ends.
Yeah.
So this pretty much is it's supposed to be like epilogue, but it continues to the next issue.
Of course.
Of course. And in the next issue, number 57, we want to show that.
Well, hang on here. I'm getting to it. Don't get so pushy. No, just kidding.
I'm gonna show you layout right here real quick.
Right here. There you go. So. Oh, we're big. What's happening?
Where did I go? I'm trying. Where did I go?
I don't know. Yeah, what's happening? Bigger Scott. Okay. Oh, there's Big Herm. Kind of. Where's your camera?
I'm back.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, the whole reboot, the whole thing, it took me out and all that.
Yeah.
Me coming back in, it messed up the whole. Now Echo is gonna stay like that for the rest of the show.
No. I don't really hear the echo though on my end.
Yeah, people are hearing the echo. I don't know how to fix that.
Oh no, that's not good.
So let's just finish this real quick. I apologize to everybody. What's going on, Slim? Here's my echo. If you want to talk about the issue,
I'll just say that it deals with kind of like more of the aftermath of the whole what went down with Kindred, and you got Mary Jane, getting together with Peter, and she's reassuring him and making sure that it's okay, because he thought she was dead, and she's not dead. She's okay. And then you got all the spider people gathering, and they're like, well, what the heck is this? Well, what happened here? Why were we involved in this? And they're like, well, I guess we were involved because we're somehow linked to Spider-Man and all this. And they decide to take off. And Peter, Spider-Man, he's having a conversation with Norman, and he's getting kind of frustrated, getting kind of mad, and because Norman is like, "Well, I have to lock my son up, lock Kindred up. It's okay. Everything's gonna be all right." And so there's all this controversy going on, and all the spider people are like, "We're gonna take off," and they're like, "Well, we're just gonna call ourselves the Order." Boom! There you go. There's their name. Speckin. You might be Speckin. I don't know.
Speckin.
You know. And then Peter Spider-Man is still talking to Norman also, and he's like, "This ends here." he's like, "This ends here. Come on." And he's pounding away on Norman, and then he's like, he like steps back, and because Norman is like, "Ah," and Spider-Man is like, "Whoa, I gotta get out of here. I'm going. I'm way overboard. I need to get some air." And so he gets some air, and then you got somebody coming back from life. There's something's going on. You're not sure what's happening. And then Carly Cooper is trying to get a hold of Peter, and then supposedly Mary Jane is like, "Oh, this isn't over, is it?" And he's like, "No, it isn't. No, it's keep going."
Yeah, she sees the dead body.
Yeah.
And there's no dead body now.
No.
And she calls MJ, and the first thing she does, and then Kendrick gets her. You see the centipedes in there and all that.
Yeah.
Then Peter gets home from his talk with that big talk with Norman.
Yeah.
She's like, "It ain't over, huh?" He goes, "Nope, it isn't over."
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the last remains, but not really.
Did you want to keep going, or did you want how do you want to do this?
We could stop it there.
Yeah.
We're an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
We don't have to rush it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The next time we do this, we'll cover some more other issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll cover
Cool.
the Martin the Mr. Negative issues. Issue 60.
All his demon guys.
Yeah. And then we'll take it from there. Maybe we'll get to the new costume.
Oh yeah, the new costume.
And then we'll the new costume and all that, and then we'll the next time we do this, we'll end it. We'll at least let me see. We'll go as far as we can go. You know what I mean? As far as I like.
Yeah. As far as we can go.
Some issues take longer than others, so next time might take us faster to go through them. But since these issues were more important, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It had to take as long as it did, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
we're getting there though. We're getting towards the end.
we're getting there. Yeah.
So we'll cover 58 through whatever we can cover the next time. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So join us the next time when we cover all that. Of course.
Hey, but we ain't going nowhere yet.
No, sir. Because we've got our guy Sam.
Whoa! Why is there two Herms?
Oh,
What's happening? Whoa! Okay.
I was like doing something, but you had news for us. You know what I mean? Some nice news. You want to cover that right now, real quick?
Oh, the news?
Yeah. Oh, you want to do this? this wonderful time.
How about we do? Yeah. How about we do the
That
show and
beautiful
tell?
sight. That
That sure,
gorgeous sight.
that sure is a beautiful day.
Beautiful, beautiful show and tell. I hope you don't mind me. You want to start first?
I will start off first. Yes.
All right, there you go. Well, our guy Sam will start first. You have the floor, young man.
Yeah, young man. Now, okay, this was kind of a big day. This is a big hullabaloo in the comic book world going on here. We got the Spawn universe thing going on. I went with Mr. Spawn, the Gunslinger Spawn here cover. I believe this is Campbell. I think that's Campbell. Did that one. Pretty cool, right? Okay. And then I don't know, I saw this and I had to pick it up. This cover to Something is Killing the Children. Pretty cool, right? So, and then of course, gotta get my Marvels. I got X-Men Legends #4 because it's awesome. Walt Simonson, Louise Simonson, you gotta love it. Let's see here. Gamma Flight. Some continuing with finding out about the Gamma Flight people from Immortal Hulk. So that's pretty cool, right? And then we had some Fantastic Four life story #2. Pretty cool. 1970s stuff happening in there. And then we got some this is Heroes. The Heroes return from the messed up stuff happening in this new world that Mephisto put together for the Squadron Supreme people, and there's a big old battle happening here. So, and then I thought I would show off some other stuff here. Look, we got we got little Yoshi. Thought I'd show that off. And then She-Hulk van, and then Spider-Man car. There you go. That was my show and tell. So there you go.
I'm still here. I was testing out everything, but find different ways, but the echo's looking like it's staying right there.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I guess the stream is over. I'm trying to reboot my phone to see if that helps, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna show my show and tell real quick. As soon as I apologize for this technical difficulties. Trying to get back to.
Hey, you're Big Herm. You don't have to apologize. You're fine.
Bear with me for a minute. See if I can.
Get well. First you're up there, then you're over here.
Yeah. Wow. First I'm up there, then I'm over here.
You teleport. Whoa.
Teleportation powers.
Yeah. Are you sure you're not Nightcrawler? I don't know.
I don't know. So I apologize. Echo, I can't get it to disappear, guys. I guess the screen is corrupted already or something.
No.
But I'm gonna show my show and tell real quick. Loves these little things. I guess when I get kicked out, it messes up the whole thing.
Darn
And
it.
sometimes no, sometimes somebody else comes in and it messes it up. I don't know what the heck going on. But I'll start with Wolverine right here. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Number 47. I was showing some Wolverine last time. Wolverine number 50. March of Ultimatum Saga.
Oh,
With,
wow.
nice. I forgot to lay myself a solo layout.
Yeah.
But here we go. Magneto. Nice little cover for him.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Dakin, Dark Wolverine, son of Wolverine.
Okay. Yeah.
Issue number 5.
Nice.
Issue number 6.
Cool.
Guessing that is that Silo?
Yeah, I think so.
Wolverine First Class number 2.
What? Come on now.
Silly with
I just got issue 1 of that.
Oh yeah? Nice. Wolverine's Origin number 8.
Nice.
Wolverine Origin number 32. I didn't even know it went that far.
I think it went up to 50.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wolverine Ultimate Comics Wolverine number 3.
Oh, wow.
Wolverine Hulk Marvel Knights number 4.
Oh.
This is Wolverine and the Black Cat Claw series number 2, 3 of 3.
Oh. Okay.
I think I have the first 2. This one I got online for $1. I put it in my 50-cent show. 50-cent pins. This is what I forgot to mention. That a continuation from my 50-cent from the holidays, from all the holidays that just passed a few months ago. Every time there's a holiday, there's a 50-cent sale. Wolverine number 1, feature. Days of Future Past number 1.
Oh. Nice.
Number 2. The awesome cover. Wolverine through the Magneto mask. Number 3 of that.
Okay.
This one I love. This one's Curse of the Mutants, number 2. And it has my man Blade up in there.
Oh, snap.
Wolverine.
Look at that.
Gorgeous. Love that. This was Uncanny X-Men number 16, number 600, I mean.
Oh, cool.
Another one I got online. This one, every time I see it, I saw it in the 50-cent bin. If I see one of these, I always grab it. There's always 5 covers, but classic number 1. You know, I see it, I grab it. There's a lot of them. I don't know if you have one of these, Sam, but there's plenty of them out there.
I only have the gatefold cover one.
Oh,
So, yeah.
but these supposed to get your kid through college. You know what I mean? Still waiting for that.
Are we still buying that? No. Come on.
Special X-Men anniversary issue. Over X-Men. I got it because Rogan Gambit up in there. You know
yeah.
We love me some Rogan Gambit.
Yeah.
Little tiny in the top. Beautiful cover.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Want to see some more?
Sure.
All right. Let me grab some more. I don't know how far I'm going to take it in this box. I mean, maybe I'll take it a little bit further. I'm trying to not overdo it. But trying to show everything in this box.
Come on, Herm. Don't hurt us, Herm. Oh.
X-Men 176, Wild Kingdom 304. Some Black Panther Storm action up in here. And what's his name? Not Rod. That's DC, but wonderful cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
X-Men 177. Some Sentinels back there.
Yep.
Yeah, anytime you get to see X-Men in the 50-cent bin, like,
Yeah, that's good times right there.
181. I guess that's Polaris, and forgot this thing's name. Anybody in the chat remember? Let me know.
Yeah.
X-Men 193.
Okay. Yeah.
And of course, I got me some Gambit action, number 3. Monsieur.
Oh.
You know what I mean? The way he talks in the show.
A kiss before dying.
Number 4 of that series. Love me some Gambit. One of my favorite X-Men. Number 7.
Oh, nice.
Nightcrawler, number 6.
Oh, there's Nightcrawler.
There you go. Got me some X-23, number 3. I guess this is Gabby her name?
Oh, nice.
Oh, is this
That's
young, what's her name? Not Gabby.
yeah. That's a young what's her name?
Lauren. I forgot her name.
Yeah, that's it. That's her name.
X-Men First Class 2 of 8. Sweet.
Yep.
4 of 8.
Mm.
5 of 8.
Wow.
That's it of that. Astonishing X-Men, number 18. X-Men heavy right now. With all these.
That's the Josh Whedon, John Cassidy. Yeah.
Whedon run. A lot of people love the Whedon run.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Number 19, variant cover.
Yeah.
I mean. This is X-Men, a Marvel Comics event, Civil War, number 4.
Oh, okay.
Which one day we'll cover on our show, the Civil War.
Yes, we will.
This is Years of the Future Past, number 2. Secret Wars time. The latest one. We're covering the original one.
Yeah.
Storm up in there. Love the cover. Love Storm.
Yeah, there's been a few Secret Wars.
Yeah. House of M.
There it is.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Very controversial, like.
Controversy.
Man. Do we want to see more? I'll show a few more.
All right.
And then the rest I'll leave it for the next show.
Yeah.
Little by little, we're going through this box and all that. Make sure. But here we go. Paradise X. This is I don't even know. It doesn't tell you what issue it is. But I got it. Nice looking issue. You ever read this one?
No, actually, that's not one that I've read.
Paradise number 4.
I've read that. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 24. Got me some Guardians of the Galaxy. Has Agent of Venom up in there.
It is. Yep.
Flash Thompson action up in there. Did you like that Flash Thompson run when he was Agent of Venom?
You know what? I really didn't read very much of it. So.
The last time I was reading comics before I got back in, I was reading that run. I wish I never stopped because I had from the beginning and stuff. One shot of X-Men Saga, Curse of the Mutant.
That's a very good series. Yeah.
X-Men Second Coming, prepare. Better prepare, Sam.
You better prepare. Yeah.
X-Men Die by the Swords, 4 or 5.
Ah.
So that I like the cover. Got it. Why not? X-Men the Magneto War, number 1. Because it's the Magneto War.
Yeah.
And this is X-Men Phoenix X War Song, number 2 of 5. Limited series.
Nice.
And this one I might have already have a copy, but if I see it 50 cents, man, I have to get it, man.
Ooh.
Beautiful cover.
Yeah, look at that.
X-Men Phoenix and Song, 3 of 5.
Very nice.
I mean, beautiful, beautiful. Phoenix. This one's X-Men. That war one. And last but not least for this haul, E is for extension. Number one. I don't know what this is about, but I saw it. So number one, I got it. You ever read anything like this?
That's part of the Grant Morrison run. Oh, okay. That's part of the Grant Morrison run, and I was not a huge fan of that run, but a lot of people are. So
yeah. Grant Morrison, like I enjoyed a lot of the Grant Morrison stuff too, and that was going on. Like anybody see my origin story? And I was on and off comics for different reasons. Like Grant Morrison at that time, it was something different and all that, and I enjoyed it. So I gotta enjoy the whole series.
All the X-Men were wearing leather jackets. I'm like, what the heck is this? Put them in the costumes. Come on.
Yeah, that was the style at the time, you know? Have the X-Men in leather jackets. All right, so that's the show and tell. I guess I'm having an echo for the rest of the show.
Are you ready for this news?
Yeah, you need to tell me, because I've been waiting. You want me to?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
We got Sam with the news. I'm gonna give him the floor. Let us know.
This is a little piece of some Spidey news right here. This just pretty much just came out like an hour or so right before we came on, did the show. There's something here happening, something called Spider-Man Beyond, and something's going on here. All I know that there's this image right here. Spider-Man is all it's torn up, ripped up, but you got Mary Jane kissing him, and she's got a ring on her finger there too.
Oh snap!
And yeah, what's up with that?
Well, you did want to propose to her.
Yeah, what's up? And so you got this something going on here. You got Spider-Man, some kind of Beyond thing, some kind of thing happening, and you got that going on. I don't know what's up with that. So that I don't know. I guess they're gonna tell us more about it tomorrow. So that's it. So.
Yeah. So. I didn't even know that. Thanks for telling me. Look at that.
And I put it up in my Spidey group on Facebook.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I know they're trying to get married. I know Peter was trying to propose to her. We covered this on our show before.
I pray that it'll be issue 75. Issue 75. Come on. We're waiting.
You don't think it's a separate story or a mini series? You think it's the next storyline?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
And I'm hoping like it's none of that Peter's dead kind of thing.
Well,
go
yeah. I think I've heard that rumor too. I don't know. Something's up. I don't know.
Go down that rabbit hole again. What I did see is some kind of a new suit for Miles Morales.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, there's that too. Some kind of He's got
Ben Riley suit, but it's on the side.
It's kind of remember that Kane guy, the clone. He was like a warp clone of Peter Parker or whatever. Kane, for a little while, he had like a suit. It was like a black and red suit. It's kind of like that. So.
You think so? Because what I saw was, remember the Ben Riley suit when he took over being Spider-Man. Peter Parker and Mary Jane, like they went and retired. You know what I mean?
Oh well, yeah. There's that. Yeah, there's that. But that's a different thing. I think that's a different thing.
Yeah. But just for me, the suit it looks exactly like that suit, but the spiders move up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But who knows?
So I'll probably be talking about this on Friday on my show. So.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
I've been on live streams since Sunday, almost every day.
Yeah.
We'll do another one later. Another one tomorrow, and I'll probably join you on Friday.
Yeah, because and see, look at this. I survived my little nature walk yesterday. Everybody was like, "Drink some water, some water." So,
I'm on live.
So.
Only here when you get live stuff, backstage stuff.
Okay, so anyways, yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. What was I up to? What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, we were talking about Miles Morales and
Yeah.
possibility of him taking over the Spider-Man role. But,
well, yeah. Or somebody.
A lot of people there's some people probably would like that, but if it's an Amazing Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man to me will always be Peter Parker. You know what I mean? And Miles Morales, he takes over being Spider-Man. It should be, his own book. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't think we have there's not going to be any issue with that. No.
It's not anytime soon. But
no.
Yeah, man. So what else are we doing? So we have the news. Do you have anything else for me or for us? Or
that's all the news I got right now.
All right, man. This was a lot of fun.
Try to stay on top of it. This has been a great show with Big Herm over here. Despite technical difficulties.
Yes. So I'm gonna let you announce what we're doing next week, and I'll just put it up for you.
All right.
Take it away.
All right. Oh, it's good. So so next week, here on the Team Up Show, we're going to be discussing Spider-Man villains. There you go. There it is, right there. You got Big Herm and Sam Fisk. somehow you got to get. Too bad you don't have a picture of me in a spider shirt, but that's okay. Next week, that's the show right there.
That should be a lot of fun discussing.
Yeah.
Our favorite villains.
It's gonna be hard to narrow it down too for me.
Yeah. We're gonna do a top 5 least favorite and least favorite like we did before.
And maybe some honorable mentions. So
it should be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. Yeah, so that's next week, guys. Sunday, of course, I'm always with Let's Talk About It, episode 3 of Loki. I haven't seen yet. So no spoilers, guys. I think 7 p.m. What happened?
Oh, I haven't seen the show either. I probably won't be able to see it till Friday. So.
Yeah, me and TM Nerdy gonna cover that. Maybe some people from the Bad Batch and all that. If you're not busy, you can join us if you want to.
I was gonna jump on with you last Sunday, but there was something happened. I don't know what happened. Your show was later or something. I don't know.
Yeah. We moved it later. There was no Rock and Roll Be Live at 9. I think there's none this Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So we might go late again, depending on me and TM's schedule.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought I mentioned that, and of course our Monday show. If we get to finish up the compendium 44 to 50, if we both get to read it all, we'll cover it all. If we don't, we'll have to split that in half too.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I should plug more stuff, but the echo is bugging me. Fargate will kick my butt if I don't mention our amazing collected edition show with Big Herm and Fargate. July 5th, covering collector's edition on the buses. We also look at future, not future, the solicitors for that month for the books that are coming out through the 20th or 24th. Keep forgetting what day it is. But yeah, that's it for now. Oh yeah. How do I not? July 14th.
Oh yeah.
We're covering Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars.
And look at that, you got Big Herm and Sam the Beyonder. Whoo! How about that?
That's Sam the Beyonder guy.
That guy is a real trickster. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a special guest. Hopefully, by that time.
We're working on it.
We're working on it, and yeah, man. That's pretty much it, guys. Whiplash Wednesday continues, guys. With Chamorro Cinema, he's coming up next, man. What are you making? You know what I mean? With interviews with creators, artists, and more. Hosted by TM Nerdy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's next. That's the closing for the Whiplash Wednesday. I hope everybody enjoying. I apologize that this always happens. Got to figure something out. Every time I get kicked out, I come back. This happens. I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe start doing my show off the iPad or something like that. Or I gotta think of something.
Yeah.
Something different to do these longer shows. But I guess. Oh, what do you have going on?
Well, I have Friday. I have my Ever Loving show at 2:00 Pacific Standard Time, and I did a nature walk yesterday, and I will see about doing another nature walk at some point, but it's going to be kind of hot, so I might have to do it like early in the morning. So that's what I got going on.
All right, seems good. I can't wait to check that out.
Yeah.
Awesome nature walk. Can't wait for your show. And of course, guys, thanks for joining us. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Check us out on the Chamorro Show. And till next time, station. Peace out. Peace.